believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game.
When it was a gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability.
Last game of the round robin, Ignite taking on the Philly Mustangs. Both teams searching for their first win. Both teams with a spot already secured in the play-in round. Iku with the first face-off, unable to corral it, knocked into the stands. It'll go Mustangs' way to start the game. Mustangs in black, Ignite in red. A big save to kick things off here. Ignite moving the ball up the floor. Goal. Bender passes it off. Number 18. Colin Hart for the first goal of the game. This is a battle for the 7th place in the seeding. Ignite at 0-2, a win here would put them to 1-2, securing that 7th spot. Nashville 0-1-1. A tie or a win here will have them finish in 7th place, taking on number 10, the 10th place team in the play-in bracket. Elliot Bender, 99, carrying the ball up the floor. Gets a pick, flips it inside. Unfortunately, the cut was not there. Philly will pick up the ball. Philly entering the offensive zone. 12 on the shot clock. Working the three-man side. 7 to go. Takes a shot. Top corner just misses wide as the goalie's dropping. That's going to be over and back. Ignite ball. Philly up the floor. Knight in red with another offensive set here. Over to the left, he's shot, tucks, goes around, a big save. Johnson, the junior Mustangs product. Running the full length of the floor here, fast. Oh, unfortunately could not save the over and back. Ignite will get another crack at things here. Up the floor, 77. Shot wide. Bounces out of play. Outside shot saved by Johnson. Big team for the Ignite. Colin Hart. Iku Shimada meeting Dominic Burfee at the faceoff X. Goalie Johnson for Philly making some equipment adjustments. Philly with the win. Numbers here. Works around the defender. Has the goalie out of the net, but unable to put it away. The length of the floor right back. Right back to a little bit of a mix up there. We're going to end with the Ignite having the ball. Another goal for the Ignite. Backside pass, Johnson just not able to get post to post in time. A great goal, a big ask out of the goalie to get there. Face-off initially won by the Ignite. An errant pass gives the Mustangs another look at it. Ignite getting their 5th offensive player on the floor. Over to Jackson Huey. A good pick, a good roll, some space. Pushes the issue as the shot clock expires. Bender carrying down, shoots outside, Johnson save. Rebound goes to Tim. The tower puts one back on net, 5-hole, big save. Mustangs with a chance here. Looking to get themselves back in the game. Under 30 seconds to go. 8 on the shot clock. Turns, shoots, stopped. Eaten up by the goaltender. 20 seconds, last possession here, likely. To Bender, way outside, looking for his angle. Cuts, tucks, goes to net, stripped. 3 seconds on the clock. Looks like it's going to end the quarter at 3-1 for the Ignite. A good start for them, looking to lock down that 7th place spot. This game again for seeding in the play-in bracket. We'll finish this up here, take an hour break, and then get back to things in the play-in games. We'll be back shortly.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Welcome back, folks. Second quarter action starting here shortly. Shmata and Burfee lining up at the face-off X. 2 great talents at this position. It'll be a fun battle to watch throughout the game. Philly will come away with it here. Fighting through some hard checks, able to secure possession. Righty side swings to the lefties. Around the outside, shot blocked. Rebound picked up, short time, finds it. The replay here. Ball falls out to Mickelrick, who will put it away. Bouncer 5-hole, it will go. 3-1 Mustangs in this game. 3-1 Ignite winning, Mustangs are in the game. Back at the face-off X. Ball is loose, picked up by the Mustangs. Handles the ball, bouncing off the boards, pushes to the net, switches left hand, swings the ball out to 71, rolls, cuts the middle, denied the space, swings over to the right side again as they'll re-engage with 13 seconds to go on the shot clock. Beatson outside, lefty, shot, tries the 5-hole again, up to the task this time. Austin Brady. Jackson Huey, the ex-Seattle King, over to Bender. Good fake, gets Johnson to bite, tucks it 5-hole. 4-1. Fixing the goals here. They stuck that up on the wrong side. 4-1 now, showing 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, pardon me. Fight for a loose ball, won by the Ignite. Heavy pressure, turns the ball over. Mustangs will gain possession with numbers here. They push the issue. Backside pass, broken up, a great defensive effort. Hold, unfortunately, deters the earlier tip. We're going to see a power play for the Mustangs. That's Ryan. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. I thought it looked like someone different. It just didn't match the numbers I had here. Ryan Clement, if you want to fill me in on the pronunciation too, I would not mind that one bit. Good save by Ryan. Contributions in the chat are always appreciated here. Mustangs with a 2-minute power play. A chance to cut the lead to 2. Ball swung around, dropped, picked up shot off the pipe. Beating Ryan, but not beating the net. Big Tim Semich down on the pipe, taking away some space from the shooter. Ryan will move the ball up floor. Ignite killing some time off the penalty. 5 seconds. Bender's going to engage, look for a rebound. Gets the shot, unable to get the rebound. 52 seconds left on this power play. Mustangs with a little bit of numbers here, but want their power play on the floor. And to get the right people out there, get their look, really want to take advantage of this. Ball swung back and forth, dropped. Back to Micklewright. Oh, a good look to the backside pipe, knocked down. 24 seconds on the penalty. Is he going to go to net here? He is. Going to give the Mustangs another chance at the power play if they can be quick. On the floor with just 7 seconds left on that power play, turns to the net, rolls around, swings around Tim, unable to control the pass inside. We've got a push going. Phillies ball back to 5-on-5 play. Tim and Sullivan hugging it out after that push. No offense to Sullivan, the size difference is notable. Sullivan not a small man, Tim just a giant. Ignite moving up the floor. No numbers are going to pull off and try to get their offense out there. Looking to extend the lead before halftime here. Again, both teams here searching for their first win. Winner moves right to that 7th place seeding. Turned over, Ignite moving back up the floor. Jackson Huey making some space, clearing a lane, cutting right through the heart, but unable to put it on net. Ignite looking for another one here. Jackson Huey up top. Looking for a pass. We're just going to hold off as we get one more change. One last lefty on the floor. 33 outside shot. It's well saved by Johnson. Drop down, push to the outside. Nick Wheeler with the shot there. Nick Wheeler down to Jackson. Jackson steps in. Wheeler sets him a pick. Righty's working through it now. Inside look. Wheeler with the backhand shot. Tries to shovel it in. Unfortunately for him, off the pipe. Johnson may say that was off his leg. I apologize if it was. Not trying to take saves away from you, buddy. 2-on-1 option here. Unable to connect. Philly still getting their men on the floor. Anyone carries the ball around. Mustangs with new uniforms for this tournament, looking sharp. A big push, eaten by Ryan. Shot clock buzzer going off there. Ignite will collect the ball. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Rolls right to Tim. Tim unable to put it away. Mustangs corral the ball. Unable to find the net there. Corralled the rebound. 3 seconds on the shot clock, rips one, blocked. Mustangs will get a chance here. 48 seconds on the clock, couple more possessions left this half. Nick Wheeler working with Jackson Huey on the lefty side. Joined by Liam Dunn. Almost fell in Wheeler's lap. Picked up by the Mustangs with the head of steam. Knight using the bench. A big hit out of Jackson Huey, a chase down block. Looking to see what the call is here. A couple extra shoves out of Huey. timeout called by Philly before the ball was turned over. They're going to get a 6-on-5 play drawn up here with 18 seconds to go. Ryan Kwan behind the bench today, unable to make it out yesterday with his 8-month-old child at home. Didn't want to get in too much of the doghouse. I can understand that. Congratulations to him and his wife on the new baby. Six out for the Mustangs, 18.8 seconds on the clock. We'll have to hold it here for a little bit to ensure they're not getting turned over. Shot clock was reset there. They'll have the full length of this time. 7 seconds, cuts the net, misses, collected the rebound, 3 seconds to go, puts one on net. An athletic save out of Ryan, making the adjustment after dropping to shut that down. 4-1 half for the Nashville Ignite. Happy with the production so far, I'm sure. Mustangs will look to turn things around in the second half. Thank you very much.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game.
When it was a gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game.
When it was a gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Welcome back, lacrosse fans. Second half action starting now. Mustangs looking to crawl their way back down 4-1. First offensive possession here, first opportunity. Drives to net. Austin Brady in net for the Ignite, makes a big save. Big first test after good 25 minutes without shots. Sneaks in 5-hole. It's that Nick Wheeler. Continuing a good game for him. On the lefty side. Unable to corral that is Johnson. Johansson, I apologize, Sid. I've been calling you the wrong name all day. The Lakers, or the junior Mustangs alumni. A backdoor cut, unable to connect or attempt the pass. Another opportunity, scores, 71 on the Mustangs. Solomon Hess with a goal. For real. Knight cutting across the net. Jackson Huey unable to find the back of the net there. Knight picking the ball up, moving up the floor, gonna have a shot here. Johansson sits on it, big save. Gonna move the ball up the floor, coming back the other way. Unable to connect. Picks the ball up off the boards, right side working now. Tries to tuck it into the top corner, unable to find it. Brady with a save. Some good defense there. Locking down the opportunity. 20-second shot blocked, swatted up, rebound picked up and pushed into the corner by the Mustangs. They're going to collect that, go around the net. Wow, what a goal. I'll be back in just 1 second. Pardon me, just making sure the officials get fed here. Big face-off battle won by Iku. Check dislodges the ball, lands in the Ignite stick. Loose ball won by the Mustangs. Moved up the floor. Able to handle a tough bounce. Oh, and a big hit. Arms go up. We're going to see a Mustangs power play here. They're all over him. A second one. And a bit of a scrap going here. Good work by the official breaking that up once it went to the ground. 74 on the Mustangs. Luis Alheg taking a couple penalties and likely going to receive one himself. We'll see what the officials come up with here. He appears to be walking to the bench. Discussion happening still. Trying to piece together what the call is. It might be 2 penalties on 41, both for the hit and the hold to follow it up. .41 taking a walk across the floor. He may just be getting his stick here before making his way back to the box.
It says H and C. Yeah.
Alheg is going to make his way to the box. 4 minutes for Mike Dizano. Both a hold and a roughing. A roughing called on Alheg as well. Brings us to 4-on-4 for 2 minutes before the Mustangs will have a 2-minute power play. Any goals scored in this initial 2 minutes are going to keep everybody in the bench. We're 4-on-4 right now. No one's on the power play. Nothing will be released. So we have 2 minutes, a full 2 minutes of this 4-on-4 action coming for you. 4:15 left in in this quarter. We'll get things going again here. A loose ball fought for, won by the Mustangs. Cutting through the middle, Hess tries to tuck one 5-hole. Brady able to fight that one off. Coming back, the Mustangs, or the Knight way. Nick Wheeler, joined by Elliot Bender. Colin Hart and Liam Dunn on the floor here for the Ignite. Bender fighting to the net, gets in front and just slips from his stick. Wheeler able to pick it up. Fights through some checks near the Philly bench. Over to Hart, who's unable to tuck one away. Having a good game so far. Philly really fighting back into this thing. 5-3 with 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Another one here would be big for the Stangs. Ball swung over to the lefties. Shopping the floor. Good couple of picks. Coming back underneath is beaten to McElreck. Shot. Charlie Fertini, the Morrisville pickup, unable to put this one away. Here come the Ignite. 20 seconds left in the 4-on-4 before the Mustangs will be on the power play. Shot fought off by Johansson. Picked up by Jackson Huey, swung up to the top. A shot clock was not reset. It's reset now. 5-on-4 action. Mustang power play starts this moment. 2 minutes left in the third. Slowing things down here, taking time off the clock of that power play. Not looking to give the Mustangs an extra opportunity. Wheeler spins away from a check. Righty shot off the boards. Shot clock goes. Mustangs will move it up the floor. Minute 17 left on their power play. Stepping in from the lefty side over to the righties. Shot taken. Contact with the stick, pushes it wide. Defenders all over that one. 13 on the shot clock. Mustangs roll the net. Backhand pass unable to be held. Brady picks up the loose ball and moves it. 45 on the shot clock. They will get the ball back prior to the expiration of the penalty. Some hard-fought defense. .43 in the period. Shot from the outside. Shot clock goes. Mustangs 17 seconds on the power play. 30 on the game clock. Game clock is shot clock at this point. Just 4 men out there for the Mustangs, not taking advantage of this power play. Still getting a good shot off. Unable to hold, to keep it over and back. Some good coverage by Hess here, making sure the Ignite do not get an easy look at Knight. 3 seconds, 2. Unable to finish it. 5-3. We've got a ball game here, folks. Looking forward to the fourth quarter. We'll be back shortly.
Durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Here we go, folks. Into the last 10 minutes of the play-in bracket. The bracket starting to form here. Spirits locking down the 1 seed. Nor'easters at 2. 3, the Bears. Isotopes 4. The Topes will take on the Grizzlies in the 4-6 matchup. Here comes the Ignite. Good assist by Iku. Great goal by Colin Hart. Makes it 6-3, extends their lead in the start of the 4th. Fired up on the Ignite bench right now. Iku back at the dot, facing off against Burfee. As I was saying, we'll see the Bears take on the Grizz in the 4-5 matchup. No, pardon me, the Isotopes take on the Grizz in the 4-5 matchup. Bears, Lakers in the 3-6. If this result holds, Ignite will take on the Oaks in the 7-10 play-in game, leaving the Philly Mustangs charging down the floor. Big save out of Austin Brady. Picked up by the Ignite, leaving the Owls to take on the Mustangs in the other play-in game. Winner of the Ignite Oaks game will get the Nor'easters. Winner of the Owls Mustangs game would get the Spirit. That, however, is dependent on the results of this game. Philly's trying to change things now. Shot clock violation. Mustangs up the floor in a hurry. They've got to be at this point. 8 minutes to go, 3-goal lead. They've got to cut into. Swings over to the righty side. Fights through traffic. A backhand shot cut down by Austin Brady in net. Dumped down into the quarter by Wheeler. Short time on the shot clock. They're going to get back on defense. Got to hustle here to avoid numbers as the Philly Mustangs come cutting off the bench. 7 to go. Over to McElrick. Saved from the over and back, but there's going to be no Mustang there to pick it up. Moved up the floor. Ignite with the ball. Ignite happy to settle down here. Control the clock a bit. Just eke it out. Elliot Bender swings across to Wheeler. Wheeler with the shot. Saved by Johansson. A Mustangs penalty. Didn't quite see that one. Looked as though there was some bad blood between number 11 on the Mustangs and Elliot Bender there. Number 11, William Murdoch, heading to the bench for 2 minutes, or heading to the box for 2 minutes. Wheeler carrying the ball in to Bender. Back to Wheeler, back to Bender. Shot up into the mask of Johansson, unable to corral the rebound. Philly Mustangs fighting for this loose ball. Bender with a big hit is going to head to the box to join his previous combatant, William. 6 minutes and 2 seconds left in the half. Bender will take a seat. 4-on-4 for the next 142. A big check puts Bender in the box. Some jawing between William and Bender to be expected. McElrick over to Charlie. Charlie working with 82, down back to McElrick. Over to Hess. Hess with a good spin in front of the net, steps in the crease. Ball will head Ignite away. Ignite picking up the ball. Tim Semich. I should know how to pronounce her name by now. Just passes it off. A miscommunication there. Ball goes into the Ignite bench. Mustangs will move up the floor as Johansson runs off the floor. They're going to start pulling the goalie early. Ignite shouting for too many. Goal is scored. Six, 4.
Stays in.
Elliot Bender trying to leave the box, although it was a 4-on-4 even strength goal. He does not get released here.
Stop complaining and learn the rule.
But Bender dangerously close to getting himself a penalty. Very loud, very wrong in that moment. Tim picks up the ball, puts his shoulder down. Working through Burfee, puts another one down, fighting his way through, finds his man on the far side, skips over the crease, ball is knocked loose. This is as the penalties are released. William up the floor, McKenna streaking, unable to corral it, the Ohio State club player. Scores a lot of goals in transition, haven't been able to see much of it yet. Bender released from the box, back to 5-on-5 play. 3:50 to go. Fighting through contact, gets to the middle, takes a shot, rings the pipe, rebound. Picked up by McKenna, backs up, finds the space, moved the ball up floor to Hess. Hess working his way through. Needs something soon here. Goal. Should be 6-5. Scoreboard is corrected now. 1-goal game. .3:19 on the clock. Timeout. Ignite. Gonna take a breath here. Try to piece this back together. A tie works in the favor of the Mustangs. The Ignite with a poor goal formula so far in this tournament. 9 goals for, 20 against. Going into this game, 15-25 so far this game. A win puts them in a good spot. .319 to go, 1-goal game, getting excited here in the last round of the round robin. Placement games will lapse at the end of this game. We'll have a bit of a break here before the games kick off again at 2 o'clock Eastern. Ball stripped from Burfee. Iku chasing his way back up the floor. 3-on-3, cuts a lane. Thinks about a dunk, pulls out of it, finds McElroy in front. Ball saved underneath the foot of Austin Brady. 2:55 to go. All 5 Mustangs on the back end. Wheeler carrying the ball into the Ignite end. Over to Huey. Huey to Bender. Bender cuts the net, finds inside. Johansson up to the task. A push sends the ball the Ignite way. Pardon me, Mustangs way. 2:32 on the clock as Johansson makes his way to the bench. We'll have a 6-on-5 opportunity here for the Mustangs. Currently only 5 on the floor. Here comes the 6 with just 15 seconds. Another change coming. 13 seconds before they finally get onto their 6-on-5 set. Plenty of time to make a play, but a pass not handled with short time on the clock here. They need something. Brady with the save. Rebound stopped. Takes their time to get a hold of that. And Johansson's going to be able to make his way back to the net. Brady's pass goes wide. Off the boards, picked up but turned over. Johansson comes running again. The Philly will look to get all 6 guys on the floor a little earlier here. 20 seconds on the shot clock as they look to engage 6-on-5. See what they have in their bag for a 6-on-5 play. 3 rights, 3 lefts. Ball swung over. Shot misses the net. Right to the Mustang player. Hess unable to corral it. McElroy trying to chase it down. Johansson hustling to the net. Shot goes off the pipe. A reset here. Penalty in, referee's arms in the air. Philly looks to have gotten a penalty of their own. Going to be tough at this point in the game. Over and back, not called, pushed over by the Mustangs. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 50 seconds left in the game. 3, 2, 1 shot clock violation. No goal. But here comes the call with 51 seconds on the clock. Philly will move to a penalty kill and will need to find something. Find some magic. 82. Dylan Portnoy makes his way to the box for the remainder of this game, it looks like. Nashville happy to let this time tick away. If they take a shot clock violation, there'll be 11 seconds left for the Mustangs, who do not have a timeout remaining to draw up a play. Get Johansson off the floor. Ball's up to Wheeler, 7 seconds. Knocked down the pass, 4-3. Shot in front. This clock will continue to run as they get a chance. Hess in front. No one's playing defense. Goal! Man down behind the net. Ignite yelling that a timeout was called by Philly, not acknowledged by the ref in the rule book. Timeout only happens when acknowledged by the referees. Play through the whistle, kids. The result holds here. Tie will go the Mustangs' way. They'll move into 7th place. 0-0-2. The Ignite at 0-2-1. The goal is called at 0-2-1. We'll take the 8th place position. Players still down behind the net, haven't gotten a number for him yet. Ooh, looks like his knee underneath him. Look away if you're squeamish. Tries for a big check after the goal was already scored. Pays for it himself after trying to punish. The Mustangs player. Maybe a back with the way he went into the boards. Yeah, it looks like a back issue, not his knee. The way his foot folded underneath him there, I was a little bit worried. Not that a back issue is much better. Hopefully just a spasm, something along those lines. Captain's at the front just discussing whether to run the clock out. Handshake happened. I believe this game may be over. There we are. Ball game. They're going to run the time off the clock here. Mustangs finishing round robin at 0-1-2. Both teams looking for their first win. No one comes away with it. Ignite at 0-2-1. We'll take that 8th place spot. We'll be back at 2 o'clock today on Rink 2 over on the other floor, Blue Squatch Productions, where we'll have the play-in game. Winner of that game will take on the Spirits. Oh, the other play-in game, 7 versus 10 at 3 o'clock back here on Rink 1. The Philly Mustangs will take on the Paper City Oaks. Thank you guys all for joining us. We'll see you shortly.
Gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game.
When it was a gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand.